Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Avant de commencer, I'd like to thank our administration and volunteers for a great 2024 Winter Carnival. I believe everybody had fun. We had a really good participation, très bonne participation. Merci à notre administration et nos volontaires pour un 2024 carnaval qui était vraiment superbe. Sans plus tarder, nous allons commencer. Without any further ado, we'll start our meeting. Madame Aguido.
Alors, bienvenue à cette séance ordinaire du conseil municipal de la ville de Kirkland en ce lundi 5 février 2024. Nous allons d'abord aller avec l'adoption de l'ordre du jour. Il est proposé d'adopter l'ordre du jour de la présente séance ordinaire du 5 février 2024 avec le retrait du point 7.1 concernant les élections municipales 2025.
Un proposeur,
Je le propose Dominique Zito.
et secondé par.
Je secondé John Morrison.
Merci.
Item 3.1, it is proposed that the minutes of the regular sitting held on January 15, 2024 be approved.
Propose.
I propose that Karen Cliff.
And second.
All seconded, Luciano Picciardi.
Thank you.
Au point 4, compte payable, il est proposé de confirmer et d'approuver le paiement d'un montant total de 3 259 357,50 $ pour l'ensemble des chèques émis et annulés, les dépôts directs et les paiements préautorisés pour la période du 1er au 31 janvier 2024.
Un proposeur, s'il vous plaît.
Je le propose Nancy Kokonosidis.
Et secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Item 5, bylaws, we have one at 5.1. It is proposed to give notice of motion that draft bylaw number SPAIP-2022-55-2 entitled Bylaw Amending Bylaw number SPAIP-2022-55 on-site planning and architectural integration programs in order to add a criteria applicable to commercial, industrial, and public and institutional buildings will be submitted for adoption at a subsequent sitting of the municipal council and to table this draft bylaw. It is also proposed to adopt this draft bylaw, which has been made available to the public on the town's website. The object of this bylaw is to add a criteria applicable to commercial, industrial, and public and institutional buildings that are adjacent to residential mixed-use and park zones to minimize visual or acoustical nuisances. A public consultation will be held on February 26, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. at Town Hall. A public notice to this effect will be posted on the town's website this Friday, February 9th, and the bylaw is scheduled to be adopted at the regular sitting of March 4th.
First, I need notice of motion and tabling. I need one person.
I give notice of motion and table the draft bylaws, Steve Bouchard.
Thank you. Then I need a mover and somebody to second this bylaw.
I'll propose the bylaws, Steve Bouchard.
And second.
All seconded, Luciano Picciardi.
Thank you.
Nous allons maintenant au point 6, contrat. Le premier est le point 6.1. Il s'agit de l'appel d'offres public Génie 2024-520, service professionnel en ingénierie pour la conception et la préparation de plans et devis et de la surveillance des travaux d'une patinoire extérieure réfrigérée polyvalente au parc Hollifer. Suivant cet appel d'offres public, 4 soumissions ont été reçues à l'intérieur du délai imparti. Les soumissions ont été ouvertes publiquement le 20 décembre 2023. Un comité de sélection s'est réuni le 29 janvier et suite à leur évaluation selon les critères de sélection prévus au document d'appel d'offres, les soumissions ayant obtenu un minimum de 70 points ont fait l'objet d'un calcul de pointage final. Il est proposé d'octroyer le contrat Génie 2024-520 pour la patinoire extérieure réfrigérée polyvalente au parc Hollifer à Boutillette Parizeau Inc., le soumissionnaire conforme ayant obtenu le plus haut pointage final pour la somme de 181 121,47 $, toutes taxes incluses.
this is a contract that will please one of our resident Bob Cox for the pour la bâtiment réfrigéré. Je demanderai quelqu'un pour le proposer.
I will gladly propose that.
And
Nancy
second.
Kokinakis.
And second.
I'll second Nancy Dominic Zito.
Thank you.
Item 6.new is a fourth and last renewal option of contract Enviro 2020-05, container supply and transport service. So this contract was initially awarded on December 2nd, 2019 to TTV Environment Inc. with 4 renewal options. It is proposed that this contract be renewed with EBI Montréal Inc., which is the company that replaced the Environment Inc. for this fourth and last renewal option, covering the period of March 1st, 2024 to February 28, 2025, for a total amount of $31,424.60, all applicable taxes included. This amount includes a revision of unit prices corresponding to the Consumer Price Index.
Propose.
I propose that, John Morrison.
And second.
Je le second, Karen Cliff.
Au point 6.3, il s'agit de dépenses additionnelles. Donc, il est proposé d'autoriser une dépense additionnelle de $5,649,77, toute taxe applicable incluse, payable à Fort Action Inc. pour des travaux supplémentaires effectués dans le cadre du contrat Génie 2023-950, chemisage structural de conduite d'aqueduc sur le chemin Sainte-Marie, entre la rue Daniel et le boulevard Saint-Charles, ainsi que sur la voie de service direction Est.
Propose.
Je le propose,
Et appuyé par.
Je l'appuie, Nancy Kokinakis.
Le point 7.1 ayant été retiré, nous allons donc directement au point 7.2, which is repayment of 3 loans at maturity. Considering that the town of Kirkland has carried out long-term bond loans to finance loan bylaws numbers EMP 2018-01, EMP 2013-01, EMP 2009-01, and EMP 2019-01, with the following maturity dates and balances. We have maturity date of March 18th of this year for $4,111. September 10th of this year for a balance of $838,200. And November 18th of this year for $3,170,000. So it is proposed that upon the maturity that I've just mentioned of those long-term loans taken out to finance the loan bylaws that I mentioned, the town of Kirkland repays in full the balances of these loans, and to authorize the Assistant Director General and Treasurer, Nadine Bessela, to sign for and on behalf of the town of Kirkland all documents to this effect, and to repay the balance of these loans.
This will bring our long-term debt to 17 million. So I need somebody to propose it.
I will propose that, Karen Cliff.
And second? I need somebody to second it.
I'll second that, John Morrison.
Okay, thank you.
Au point 7.3, il s'agit d'une demande d'autorisation pour réaliser un projet assujetti à l'article 32 de la loi sur la qualité de l'environnement. Considérant le projet d'extension d'un système de gestion des eaux pluviales desservant le nouveau projet de domiciliaire village Missy Green, situé sur le territoire de la ville de Kirkland, il est proposé que la ville de Kirkland s'engage à entretenir les ouvrages relatifs à la gestion optimale des eaux pluviales prévus dans le cadre du projet de développement, ainsi qu'à tenir un registre d'exploitation et d'entretien, et de prendre possession des services municipaux, et ce, sur réception d'un certificat délivré par l'ingénieur responsable de la surveillance des travaux attestant leur inspection et leur conformité aux normes et règlements en vigueur.
Un proposeur
Je vais la proposer Steve Bouchard.
et secondé.
Je vais seconder Steve, Dominique Zito.
Merci.
Item 7.4, considering bylaw number AGR 2022-57 entitled Bylaw Concerning Municipal Works Agreements and the Village Lacey Green Development Project, it is proposed to authorize the Director General to negotiate, agree, and sign with the mayor for and on behalf of the town of Kirkland, all agreements pertaining to the carrying out of certain municipal works, such as infrastructure, streets and parks, all contracts, notarial deeds, whether it be assignment, servitude, etc., as well as all other documents directly or indirectly related to the agreements pertaining to the carrying out of certain municipal works, or to the Village Lacey Green Development Project with Société en commandite Village Lacey Green, QE Kirkland Inc., QE Kirkland O Société en commandite, QE Kirkland HD Société en commandite, QE Kirkland LD Société en commandite, and any other person.
Un proposeur, s'il vous plaît.
Je vais le proposer, Dominique.
And second.
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Au point 7.5, il est proposé de renouveler l'adhésion de la ville de Kirkland à l'Union des municipalités du Québec pour l'année 2024 et d'autoriser le paiement de la cotisation requise au montant de 13 107,10 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses.
Just for your information, UMQ, Union des municipalités du Québec, that's the group that's representing us in the province of Quebec. Any negotiation with the government when it comes to subsidy or to get some money from the government when it comes to the tax, not the tax, the sale tax that we're getting part of it. So it's a good group. They negotiated some really good deals in the last few years. So for $13,000 a year, it's worthwhile to be part of this organization. So I need a proposer
Je le propose, Karen Cliff.
and second.
I'll second Karen, Nancy Cook-Insidious.
Thank you.
Il n'y a aucune contribution financière additionnelle aux organismes communautaires locaux approuvés au point 7.6. Which brings us to item 8, human resources. The first one being 8.1, it is proposed to appoint and confirm Ms. Melissa Butcher to the white-collar position of policy payroll and administrative officer within the administrative services as of July 31st, 2023, the whole in accordance with the provisions of the collective agreement currently in force for white-collar employees of the town of Kirkland.
This is a replacement for an employee, one of our employees that retired. So I need somebody to propose it.
I propose that, John Morrison.
And second,
I second that, Karen Cliff.
thank you.
Au point 8.2, il est proposé de nommer et confirmer M. Alexander McDonald au poste permanent col bleu de menuisier au sein du service des travaux publics en date du 9 juin 2023, le tout conformément à la convention collective présentement en vigueur pour les employés col bleu de la ville de Kirkland.
This is again a replacement, so it's not an item. So I need somebody to propose it.
I'll propose that, Nancy Cook-Insidious.
And second,
I'll second it, Dominique Zito.
let's see.
Item 8.3, it is proposed to renew for the 2024-2025 period the work integration contract between the town of Kirkland and Emploi Québec for the continued employment of employee number 2791 as general works and cleaning attendant for the Public Works Department, and to authorize Ms. Cynthia Millet, Division Head Human Resources, or Nadine Vasila, Assistant Director General and Treasurer, to sign any and all documents required for this purpose.
This agreement is in existence, if I'm not mistaken, since 1998. Good. And part of the salary is paid by Emploi Québec. They subsidize 35% of this salary The employee is making around $31.96 an hour, so we're getting a subsidy of close to $11.19 an hour. I need somebody to propose it.
I will propose that, John Morrison.
And second,
Je vais le seconder, Karen Cliff.
thank you.
Au point 9, comité consultatif d'urbanisme, le 9.1, il est proposé de prendre acte de la demande d'approbation et des plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale et des documents d'accompagnement relativement au projet de modification extérieure sur le lot 2 459 811 dans la zone 109R, située au 113 rue Oude, et de l'extrait du procès-verbal du CCU du 23 janvier 2024, d'approuver les plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale énumérés au point 3.1.1 du procès-verbal de la réunion du CCU du 23 janvier 2024. Ces plans étant conformes au règlement PIA 2022-55 et ayant fait l'objet d'une recommandation favorable du CCU.
Un proposeur,
Je le propose, Jacques.
et secondé par.
Le secondé, Steve Bouchard.
There is no business pertaining to items 10 and 11 tabled at the sitting, which brings us to the mayor's report on decisions taken by the Montreal Urban Agglomeration Council at the regular sitting held on January 25th, 2024.
Okay, that meeting was a little bit of lots of action. We did basically confront the new finance, the person responsible for finance at the executive, that's Benoit Doré. And we told him, you have to come back to the table. And he willingly said yes, but with him, we never know. And from that point on, we're attacking the AGLO in a way that we want everybody to know, the press especially, and our residents, of what's going on. I'll take the time to read in English the press release that we did on January 31st, and afterwards I'll ask Domenico Zito to read it in French. The ASM will systematically oppose any Montreal agglomeration expenditure or financial measure deemed inequitable. Montreal West, January 31st. It's Benny Messala, that's the president of our association, that basically has a responsibility of communicating to the press. Faced with the failure of the effort to reach a new agreement on the sharing of the expense of the Montreal agglomeration, the mayors of the Association of Suburban Municipalities, were 15 of them, must now take a firm position. From now on, they will systematically oppose any expenditure or financial measure proposed by the agglomeration, unless a direct, tangible, and equitable benefit is clearly established for one, several, or all of the demerged municipalities. This decision, taken unanimously by the mayors of the ASM and announced to the Agglomeration Council of January 25th, is in line with the opposition already expressed last December regarding the adoption of the Agglomeration 2024 budget. Therefore, the mayors of the ASM unanimously expressed their opposition to 9 objects of expenditure deemed inequitable, representing more than $63 million. So you can expect one meeting 63, all the meetings that we've got every month, it could tally to close to 158 million what they're short shifting us. That's the 15 municipalities. And I continue. For the mayors, the situation is all the more unacceptable, considering that in the fall of 2023, the City of Montreal itself acknowledged through its executive committee chair, at that time it was Madame Olivier, that the current expense distribution system and the resulting municipality shares had reached their limits. The decision to systematically oppose any expenditure or financial measure reflects the determination of the elected official of the ASM and also this council present to defend the interests of their fellow citizens and to promote fair financial management within the agglomeration. For several years, we have been advocating for a review of the expense distribution system to ensure a fair outcome for all municipalities of the agglomeration. Statu quo is no longer an option. The ASM wishes to point out that although the 15 emerged municipality represents only 12% of the total population of the island of Montreal and only 18% of the fiscal capacity as established according to the rules enacted by the government of Quebec in 2023, they will be responsible for 38% of the total increase in the agglomeration expense in 2024. The citizens of the emerged municipality involved pay an average of 65% more than the citizens of the City of Montreal, while receiving considerably fewer services, particularly in terms of police presence and public transit. The mayor of the ASM reiterated their will to find a solution to put an end to this unacceptable situation that maintains two classes of citizens on the island of Montreal. We remain open to dialogue and negotiation, and maintain the hope that the City of Montreal will take the necessary measure needed to reach a fair solution that serves the interests of all the citizens of the agglomeration. I will now give the microphone to Dominic. Go ahead, Dominic.
Oh, my throat doesn't run. L'AMB s'opposera systématiquement à toute dépense ou mesure financière jugée inéquitable de l'agglomération de Montréal. Montréal-Ouest, le 31 janvier 2024, face à l'échec des démarches pour parvenir à une nouvelle entente en matière de partage des dépenses de l'agglomération de Montréal, les mairesses et les maires de l'Association des municipalités de banlieue, l'AMB, se voient dans l'obligation de prendre une position ferme. Ils s'opposeront dorénavant systématiquement à toute dépense ou mesure financière proposée par l'agglomération, à moins qu'un bénéfice direct, tangible et équitable ne soit clairement établi pour l'une, plusieurs ou l'ensemble des villes liées. Cette décision prise à l'unanimité par les élus de l'AMB et annoncée au conseil d'agglomération le 25 janvier dernier s'inscrit dans la continuité de l'opposition déjà manifestée en décembre dernier quant à l'adoption du budget 2024 de l'agglomération. Ainsi, les élus de l'AMB ont unanimement exprimé leur opposition à 9 objets de dépenses jugés inéquitables et représentant plus de 63 millions de dollars. Pour ces élus, la situation est d'autant plus inacceptable que, à l'automne 2023, la Ville de Montréal a elle-même reconnu, par le voie de la présidente de son comité exécutif, que les systèmes actuels de partage des dépenses et les quotes-parts municipales qui en découlent avaient atteint leurs limites. En parenthèse, la décision de s'opposer systématiquement à toute dépense ou mesure financière reflète la détermination des élus de l'AMB de défendre les intérêts de leurs concitoyens et à promouvoir une gestion financière équitable au sein de l'agglomération. Depuis plusieurs années, nous revendiquons une révision du système de partage des dépenses afin de garantir un arrangement qui soit juste pour toutes les municipalités de l'agglomération. Le statu quo n'est plus envisageable. L'AMB souhaite souligner que, bien que les 15 villiers ne représentent que 12% de la population totale de l'île de Montréal et seulement 18% de la capacité fiscale, telle qu'établie selon les règles édictées par le gouvernement du Québec en 2023, elles seront appelées à supporter 38% de l'augmentation totale des dépenses de l'agglomération en 2024. Les citoyens des villiers paient donc en moyenne 65% de plus que les citoyens de la ville de Montréal, mais reçoivent néanmoins des services considérablement moindres, notamment en matière de présence policière et de transport collectif. Les élus de l'AMB réaffirment leur volonté de trouver une solution pour mettre fin à cette situation inacceptable qui maintient 2 classes de citoyens sur l'île de Montréal. Nous restons ouverts au dialogue et à la négociation et maintiennent l'espoir que la ville de Montréal prenne toutes les mesures nécessaires afin de parvenir à une solution équitable qui serve les intérêts de tous les citoyens de l'agglomération. Merci.
Merci.
Mr. Signal, that we've kept this bus job on top that.
Merci,
I second that.
Dominique Zito. Et puis, nous allons avoir ce qu'on vient de lire. Vous allez l'avoir sur notre site web de la ville de Kirkland dans les quelques jours à venir. So you'll have this statement or this communique or this press release on our website in the days to come. So we'll continue. Go ahead, Madame Rigaud.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. Donc, nous sommes maintenant au point 13, affaires gouvernementales. Il n'y a aucune affaire gouvernementale qui est traitée à la présente séance. Item 14, first one is 14.1. It is proposed to authorize Mr. Michel Gibson, Mayor, Ms. Nancy Kokinasidis, Ms. Karen Cliff, councillors, as well as Mr. Stephen Bouchard, Mike Brown, Paul Dufour, John Morrison, and Domenico Zito, councillors, to represent the town of Kirkland at the 87th Annual Conference of the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, the FCM, to be held from June 6 to June 9, 2024 in Calgary, Alberta.
I need somebody to propose it.
I'll propose it.
Second.
I'll second that.
Thank you. 14.2.
14.2. Il est proposé d'autoriser M. Michel Gibson, maire, et Mme Nancy Kokinasidis, conseillère, à représenter la ville de Kirkland aux assises annuelles de l'Union des municipalités du Québec, qui se déroulera du 22 au 24 mai 2024 au Palais des Congrès de Montréal.
Le proposeur
I'll propose that, Steve Bouchard.
est secondé par
Just second day, John Morrison.
Au point 15, il s'agit d'une résolution d'appui. Considering that Hook on School Days campaign involving several partners will be held from February 12 to February 16, 2024, under the theme Perseverance is always in the present tense, and that these days are intended to be a high point in the year, demonstrating the collective mobilization around the perseverance and academic success of all students. Considering that the support and benevolent presence of all adults are essential to academic success. Considering that the elected municipal officials wish to demonstrate their solidarity and support for young people and all those involved in the education network, and that elected municipal officials collaborate with the Montreal community in its efforts to promote student retention and educational success, notably through Concertation Montreal's initiative called Les Élus s'engagent. It is proposed to proclaim the week of February 12 to 16 as Hooked on School Days, to express unanimously and publicly solidarity and support for young people and for all those involved in the education network, and to support the Hooked on School Days 2024 campaign on the theme Perseverance is always in the present tense, and to invite everyone to take part.
Needed a proposer
I support this. Nancy Kokinisitis.
and second.
I'll gladly second this, Steve Bouchard.
Le conseil municipal prend acte du dépôt de la correspondance du mois de janvier 2024 par la greffière. There's no new business tabled at the sitting, which brings us to the question period. Donc, la période de questions est maintenant ouverte. Tout membre du public qui désire s'adresser au conseil municipal est prié de faire la file derrière le micro. Lorsque le droit de parole vous est accordé, veuillez énoncer vos noms et adresses et formuler votre question de manière claire et concise en vous adressant au maire dans un langage respectueux. Chaque intervention est limitée à 2 questions portant sur les affaires de la ville. Il vous sera possible de poser des questions supplémentaires lorsque tous les membres du public qui désirent s'adresser au conseil municipal auront eu l'occasion de le faire. Public question period is now open. Members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council are requested to line up behind the microphone. When given the floor, please state your name and address and direct your question to the mayor in a clear and concise manner using respectful language. Each intervention is limited to 2 questions related to the town's affairs. You will be able to ask additional questions once all members of the audience who wish to address the municipal council have had a chance to do so.
Good evening. My name is Lucien Dijon, or you call me Lou, for short. Address, I would like not to give my address, I'm going to tell you why. I have a comment on that, if I may.
I'm sorry, you cannot ask a question if I don't have your comment. You have to follow the procedure.
Can I tell you why I really don't want to give my
No,
address?
I don't need
You don't want to know?
No. What's your address?
Can I give you my comment why?
I just want your address, and then you can add.
Well, maybe next time you'll agree with me that I probably shouldn't give my address, okay? I'll give my address this one time.
Okay,
And maybe next time you'll say, yeah, okay, don't give your address because there could be problems, okay?
okay, what's your?
So I'll tell you why. My comment
No,
is-
wait, I need your address.
Oh! Holy cow. And I'm not even drinking tonight, it's just Coke. It's just Coke, guys. I used to get drunk at council meetings, I don't anymore.
Okay, what's
So,
your? Mr. Peugeot.
I can't, I'm too old for that stuff. Okay, so,
And
I was watching,
what's your address?
oh, 16876, maybe I was drinking rum and Coke, I don't know. 16876 Hymas, please don't come to my house and be a little angry because I say things.
No.
I tell the truth, I speak the truth, so I have enemies, okay?
Okay.
So, I was looking at a lot of what go on. I looked at your thing there, Yaglo Council. I saw everything. I looked at the whole video, okay?
Yeah.
And I saw the Mayor Beaconsfield there speak out, and you were beside him agreeing with everything. Anyway, I won't go into it. So I watched the Montreal North December question period.
Montreal North.
Montreal North, the borough of Montreal North. It's on the YouTube, it's on the web. I watched it for December, and the person who started like Annie, who prepared the question period, told citizens who were sitting there not to give their address. And I'll tell you why, and that's why I don't want to give mine anymore. Because there were Muslim Arabs that were there to ask controversial questions that could provoke an Islamophobic attack. Because a lot of people are still, they're not with the Palestine like I am. Okay,
Okay, I'll just stop you there.
Okay, no problem.
What's your question? And if it's related to what I think it's related, it has to be business from the city.
Yeah.
It's not international policy on wars and things like that.
It concerns the city and you'll see why. Just give me a chance.
Okay, ask me the
Give me
question.
a chance. It's for my security that I don't want to give my address. Just like in Montreal North, they were concerned about the security of the Palestinian
Okay.
ladies over there. So anyway, my first question concerns the emails that I've been sending. Okay, maybe I've been sending too many, but that's beside the point. My first question. Your anti-spam, anti-scam, and anti-whatever software removes inoffensive links of my email and other important inoffensive information from questions that I send via email. So may I submit for archival purposes this written copy of my original question that I sent by email, because I have doubts about the version that you actually have before you and that you have at your disposition because of email software censorship. May I give you the actual
No, we've
question?
all received it. You all received Lucien's recent email? I don't want it. We know what it is.
I know that a lot of what you read a lot of stuff is omitted from my actual original email.
Okay.
I just want you to know that.
Yes.
Because you have anti-scam, you have software that removes anything that could cause
We
problems.
saw yours.
Pardon?
We saw your email.
Well, you may not have seen the links.
Scam,
Some of the
or
links.
theory of conspiracy and all that.
I
I'm sorry.
know that you're not receiving the exact copy. Anyway, no problem. So here comes a question you don't want to hear because it's true and I'm not
Okay,
saying.
what's your question, Lucien?
Okay. You know I've spoken out about Canada's role in the ongoing genocide in Gaza.
Okay, let's stop it. No, just a moment. Just a moment. That's not town business. I'm sorry, Lucien. I'm sorry. It's not town's business. I'm sorry. I'm
There's a
stopping
Muslim
you.
Arab community in Curtin. Do you know there are Muslim
We're
Arabs?
not talking about international affair here. We talk about business.
Curtin, there are Muslim Arabs living here, and they're
Okay,
concerned.
enough is enough. I'm sorry.
We should know where you stand on the genocide
I'm
that's
sorry.
going on
Sit
in Palestine.
down.
Yes.
Sit down.
You don't want to answer my question either.
It's not a city
don't have a
question, first
position.
of all.
You have Muslim Arab citizens.
We don't
community.
respond to this kind of questioning.
What? What? You don't care about the Muslim Arabs that are living in your city?
Okay, can you
Come
basically
on.
get him out of here, please? I'm sorry, cannot tolerate
What the hell?
this kind of,
Nothing wrong with my question, sir.
okay, next question. Sorry,
I
people.
want to give his position on genocide. So he's for it or is he against it? Whatever. You know?
Just a moment, Franklin. We'll just wait until he comes down. Sorry that you have to live that, but that's the reality of certain things.
It's better when you get. Just
I don't know where it stands. Where to go.
Okay, Franklin, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Good evening, my name is Franca Zatavina. I live at 73 Argyle.
Thank you.
It's my first city council meeting. Please guide me as to how to do this. I'm here tonight because I brought on the agenda my request for the Benito Rossi Social Center to have access to the Ecclestone Park Chalet for its scheduled 2024 events. Rental free was going to be on the agenda, but I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, no, we did discuss it.
Oh, okay.
So what council requested is to have some clarification on the number of attendees to these events and why not your current location versus Ecclestone.
Very
So-
fair question. We had a meeting with Nicole Alves from the Luge Department. We
Yeah.
discussed that.
Okay.
The reason we don't use our location is because we have normally average 60 people per event.
Okay.
And because of COVID, we tried to space out the tables, and that is the only reason. I understand that prior to COVID, a lot of the events were done there.
Yeah,
I did attend a few myself. It's very crowded. So if I have bingo nights, for example, like tomorrow night, yes, we will hold it there. If I have a drop-in afternoon, yes, we will hold it there.
okay,
But the only other reason is because we're very conscientious of COVID. And so we try to space out the tables. That's the only reason. And
but COVID, we don't have an outbreak of COVID at this point?
No, what she's referring to is proximity of people.
Okay.
no, it's because we have over 60 people.
Okay.
On average, it's 60 to 65.
Oh,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, Fred, will, our Director General will sit down
Okay.
with my claimant and with you also to find
Okay.
out exactly the reasoning behind, and it will be brought back to council to make a decision.
Okay.
So we're working.
Okay, in the meantime, I need to proceed with requesting things like liquor licenses or wherever. So my question is, can
Although
I?
you'll have an answer pretty
Yeah.
fast.
Okay, all right, thank you very, very much.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry that you have to go through what you have to go through.
Okay.
Good evening, Marina Bishop at 90 Corner Hill. 6.3 on the agenda. I hope I'm not impacted as much as I was last summer with the construction. I thought all the construction was done last summer.
Yeah, but it's an extra expense, like it's said here, it's for the lining, and there was some, conduite aqueduc, yeah, they needed basically another portion that had to be done. You want to answer, please?
So it's just an extra of $6,000 on this particular agenda
Yeah.
tonight, Marina, so it's not more work being done. But I do want to correct one thing you did say. That project goes from St. Charles to the service road, the one just west of Russell Street. So what we did was we did the section from Melrose to the service road. We did the section from St. Charles to Daniel. What still remains is a section between Daniel and Melrose that has not been done yet. We're not planning on doing that unless things change until 2026. But there still is one section of that road that's not been completed yet. Okay? Just to make sure that it's clear that when we do pass that contract, 2 years from now, you don't say to me, in 2024, I said this, and you didn't say anything. So there's still one section of road that's left for us to line, and that'll get done in 2026.
But that section itself at 5,600.
That's just for extra costs. So the section we just did between St. Charles and Daniel.
Extra costs, exactly. Every amount comes back to council for approval.
Okay. May I ask a question regarding the budget?
Yeah,
This
sure.
sent in the mail.
But you were here at the presentation.
Yeah, I was, but sort of skipped my mind, or I don't understand why I didn't ask this question. The 2024 budget for refurbishing of parks, green spaces and bike paths.
Yep.
You know how much I'd love to see a proper bike path. And the amount, $5,400,000 to be spent on parks, green spaces and bike paths, to me, I cannot put my brains around it because.
You want to break down?
No, but what I'm trying to ask is, it's a lot of money. I have a hard time understanding why so much money, because all the parks have always been taken care of, and the bike paths have been griping about it for so many years, and I'd like to have an explanation if it's possible.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, I don't have all the details of the 5 million. I can tell you the largest portion of that 5 million is 3 million for the refrigerated ice surface at right? And then you have, off the top of my mind, the section of bicycle path on Chemay Marina you're referring to that you'd like to have
That's right.
is approximately $380,000, and that was in the budget as well. There were other stuff, but I do not remember the exact. We're upgrading Paymont Park,
And
And
splash
we're
park,
upgrading
everything.
Heritage Park
Splash
as well as
park.
adding splash parks here. That you're approximately $5 million you're referring to.
Okay, that's, that I can understand. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Mayor.
Bob Cox, 168 Niagara.
Hi, Bob.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you very much for what's going to happen to our refrigerated. I just understood Mr. Sililitro saying that I was going to ask about 6.1. You said 180,000. What is that? Over and above the 5 million or what?
The 6.1. Oh, les services professionnels, quatre soumissions, yeah.
Engineering
Yeah,
services.
okay, that's the first part of it. That's for the engineering, the evaluation, how much it would cost us. Then it will come, we'll have a true cost of exactly what it will cost.
What Joe just said.
Yeah,
Okay, may I ask, is the people of Kirkland able to see the project? Like, are you gonna have something here?
we'll show it. At one point, we don't have nothing yet.
No,
Okay,
this is,
I'm not sure what you're looking to see, but what we're doing is we're resurfacing the tennis courts. We're doing it in concrete instead of asphalt.
yes,
We're
and
gonna
is that for
incorporate-
pickleball too? At the same time?
They're always a combination of tennis and
Yeah, tennis.
pickleball.
Okay,
We're gonna allow the piping to be into the concrete, and it's gonna require some refrigeration unit systems.
yes.
So there's no real, it's not like we're building a building where you have a design and.
No, but are you gonna have new boards or,
There's
you know?
new boards as
Could be.
well.
Okay.
That are incorporated in the ice.
No, but there's maybe other things that we can put, maybe signs along the boards.
We have $3 million worth that we're investing in this project.
yeah.
I think we know what we're gonna get. We're getting boards, we're getting ice, we're getting refrigeration units. I'm not thinking that we're looking to spend even more money on it.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much wrapped around what we want to get on that project.
You just said to the gentleman, approximately 5 million, you said.
No, I said
It's
up
on
to
our
5.
projects.
Right up to 5 million.
No, the Marino asked what the $5 million was for.
Oh, okay,
And I said
for
there's
the,
Splash
3 million.
parks and all that.
There's $3 million for the rink, and there's a couple million left for upgrades to parks and bicycle paths.
okay.
What do you admit, Bob, by the sign? I don't know.
Well, if you're, like maybe we could have all the NHL signs all around, the emblems of each team, the Canadians, the Maple Leafs, the Chicago Blackhawks, all around, and the ladies' new team too,
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
well,
It's a suggestion.
is the center of it gonna be like a nice sign of Kirkland and?
I'm eager to see it. We don't know yet. That's why we're hiring Gutiérrez Parizeau.
Well, I thought maybe you'd have a plan here after that.
No, we don't have that concept. Yes, we approve the fact that we want one. And we went through the first step of hiring a consultant to build us a plan and show it to council. And once we've got that, we've got more information or concrete information to go with.
To show the people,
Eh?
to show the citizens,
No, it's for us, it's for council, and for the administration. But you'll see it eventually, Bob, that's what I'm saying. We're not hiding it.
No, I
We have to start
understand
somewhere.
what, sometimes a plan, they put it out and you can see what's happening and all that,
Yeah,
That's all that I'm asking.
okay.
We have not invested money in designing and producing plans, like 3D rendering and stuff like that,
Yeah.
to make to visualize it.
It's a surface.
A tennis court in the summertime, like you see in the neighborhoods on concrete. And in the wintertime, it's gonna have nice boards, it's gonna be refrigerated ice.
Yeah.
But
There's
we're
no,
not, I know you're referring to logos and we're not looking to spend that money, Bob. We'd rather save those monies and use it for something else.
Okay.
We're gonna have a nice refrigerated ice rink.
Oh, that's good.
From November to March. and that'll
That's
be
good.
That's cool.
That's gonna save the city in the long run a lot of money. Because during the course of, I would say the past 6-7 years that I've been asking for, and the price of maintaining the rinks
will be.
and the environment and all that, from you know what, I'm going back 6, 7 years since I've been coming to every council meeting and bringing it up and everything like that, and I could see it's been doubled and almost tripled so far.
Yeah, for the usage, for sure. But
For the
maintenance-
race.
Yeah, and maintenance will cost us more.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if we
but-
would have done that a couple of years ago, it would have saved us much more
In
money.
hindsight,
Inside,
anyway,
okay. I'm very happy about it anyways.
I'm glad you're happy, Bob.
Well, it's not just for me.
No, we know that.
No, it's for the citizens of Kirkland.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in Kirkland.
Yeah.
My next question is 7.4. I'd like to somebody elaborate more on this.
7.4. Village Lacy Green, yeah, that's all the work that's going through the Lacy Green project. We're basically, they'll be building the roads, the underground, we're taking over the water, and also Joe and I will have the responsibility of assigning any, not remittance, but giving back to our city the actual infrastructure that will be built by Pepe.
Are they going to do the infrastructure and the roads and everything?
Exactly.
And Kirkland is going to take responsibility of that up?
Exactly.
Oh, and that's all they, okay. My next question, very, okay,
I'll give
sure.
a chance to somebody else.
Am I allowed one more question?
Oh, sure, you're allowed to.
I'll say my name again for the record, Franca Zapavina, 73 Argonne.
Okay.
It's just because Mayor Gibson, in discussing the finances for what you're talking about, the park, my members have asked me to inquire if the resurfacing of the bocce courts at
Yeah,
Ecclestone
and we
Park,
got it, in that project,
Is-
we've got
it includes it?
Yeah, with 50,000, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, because I'll have to tell
Oh,
people.
okay. No,
Very good.
Yeah.
It's going to be this year?
Yeah, in the spring, eh, Joe? We're going to, yeah, as soon as we get.
I'm in a very non-committal mood today.
As soon, it's gonna be in the spring.
As soon as we can.
Because I know you've got a schedule, you're starting your schedule
Early May, I guess, or
early May.
We gotta find contractors that can do this so early.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you know, when they'll be doing it, there's still the library, you know. If you've got games.
Yes, we've made that plan so that we work according to your schedule.
Okay, perfect.
We will go according to your schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, the members have already asked me that, and so thank you very much, I'll be very happy.
The council did.
Thank
approve
you, thank you.
it. Okay.
Very good. My next question is, I'm coming back about the rib a little bit, okay? The rib.
The rim.
The rib.
IRM.
Yeah, REM.
Ok.
Voulez-vous que tu parles en français, en anglais?
Non, en français et en anglais, c'est le REM and the REM.
Rib.
And there's no REM.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying?
It's better. Okay, thank you, Don. Go ahead, Bob.
My concern is not just for myself, but for the residents of Kirkland.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about it before now, this, and it, I want to bring it up again. It's the parking.
You'll have parking.
What I'm asking, how are you going to introduce the parking to the citizens of?
We're not yet there, Bob. We discussed tonight the actual agreement that our director brought us, and we were fine tuning the agreement with the Broccolinis. But for now, there'll be parking, 200 space. The way it will be done, I'm not in a position to tell you. I don't have the information.
Can I,
Suggest something?
yes, well, just suggestions. I wanna keep my cool. I wanna express myself very good. The idea of it, what about the senior citizens
We're not even there.
No, just a second. You
Okay.
see, I want to express myself. Let me talk, sir, and then you could say we're not there.
Go
or
ahead, I'm
whatever.
sorry, I'm sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
it's just
Okay, go
a
ahead.
little detail.
Okay.
Are we going to have special classes for seniors for so many places? Or is it going to be a general pass that on your car or something like that, first come, first serve? Or handicap for the Kirkland? Is it going to be another different pass or something like that on their windshield? Or what is it going to be? And this is what,
Okay.
I'm bringing stuff up, maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know if you thought about all this, but
Yeah, we're discussing it at this present time.
it's,
Yeah, go ahead.
So Bob, we're in the middle of negotiations with Rock Community right now.
I can't hear you, Joe.
We're in the middle of negotiations with Rock Community Construction right now.
Yes.
Rock Community, it's consortium with Rock Community and RioCan. We're really looking at the agreement from the top level. We haven't gotten into details yet, for example, how we're going to allow for people to reserve spots and how that's going to work. So once we've gotten the overall agreement done,
Then you're going to decide.
then we're going to start working on each article and determine, for example, okay, how do we handle parking? How do we handle the seniors in parking? How do we handle
Handicap.
And all of that stuff will get ironed out, but right now we're still working at a very high level.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just bringing it up, so
Yeah.
I'd like to.
So the good news for you is that you have councillors on this council, and mayor who have already said to me, there's got to be provisions for our seniors, how it's going to work for them. So they have thought that through, but we appreciate your comments.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because I'm very worried about where the people are gonna park their cars. It's a big concern because going back a few years ago, we were supposed to have parking underground and above ground for 2,000, and
500.
this is out of the question, you know? And the next thing is the boulevard that I'm very much concerned about. Just buses and bikes, you know? I know you haven't got much say on Mrs. Plum that decided to do whatever they want to do, but is that part of our land, no? Some of
Yeah,
it?
okay, I'll just give you a little bit of history. And you have to start originally, when the urban boulevard was conceived. It was conceived to basically reach Laval.
That's right.
This project has been canned completely by the government. And the project was promoted by one guy, Mr. Vaillancourt, the mayor of Laval. Then we had studies done. We've got studies that go back to 2001. There's one in 198, where all the municipality, West Island municipality were involved. It was one by the Ag Lobby in 2010, and then the last one was in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Bottom line, what's happening now, because of the change of government from Denis Coderre to Madame Plante, you've got a beautiful wood, a national treasure in the west of Pierrefonds.
Yes.
And I don't have any qualms against that.
No, neither
Because
do I.
in that sector, you would have had close to 5,000 homes or doors. It would have represented a traffic like you wouldn't believe.
Yes.
It would have been worse than St. Charles.
Yes.
So what Madame Plante decided, I had to basically agree with her, a bus route, because we cannot take at the intersection of Laval, Saint Marie, where you've got the RioCan theater and you've got a Timberley area, to have basically cars going there. We don't have the infrastructure to take it. Two sectors would be greatly affected to a certain point, even across the TCAN.
Yes.
We would have District 1, District 2. So the way it will be done, you'll have bus only. In the future, if we decide to put cars there, it has to be conditional to two things.
Overpasses,
The overpasses.
which was supposed to be done.
Yeah, but they're not, no, suppose they've been extended for repairs, when they'll be redoing it, that's almost 8 to 10 years from now.
I'll be around.
When they'll be doing the overpass, then we'll be working with them to find a proper way to put cars on that, if that would resolve a little bit of our St. Charles traffic. But for now, the road structure to put cars on there would be basically devastating for Kirkland.
Yeah, but Michelle, when we were talking about the 440, it wasn't refurbishing of the existing overpasses. It was the option of saying, we'll go for that 440, but we need a new overpass.
Yeah,
exactly. That's where you're right.
To distribute onto the highway directly.
East and
Only
west.
a few cars coming to the rim.
Yes.
So that was,
Yeah.
I think, what you were referring to.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's correct.
But for now, Bob, you know, if you read the article, I'm for public transportation. I'm not against the cars going there, but not for now. That's for sure.
Okay?
Okay?
Okay.
And
Thank you very much.
Any more questions? No? Nicholas?
Buy an Olympic Stadium, Mr. Mayor?
Or tear it down.
Well, it's gonna cost you what? $2 billion to tear it down.
You're gonna be paying for it in some way, so.
Okay, we've got our next public meeting will be held Monday, March the 4th, 8 p.m. Notre prochaine assemblée du conseil, le 4 mars à 20h. Donc, j'ai besoin d'un mover and a seconder for close the meeting. I need to propose and second.
I'll second it, Dominic Zito.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming and have a nice evening. Merci d'être venus et bonne soirée.